Let's talk about some of the people involved in this trial today. Do you know Lionel Allen?
Yes, sir.
How long have you known him?
Since I was like 10.
Does he have a nickname?
Lot.
Any other nicknames?
Lonnie B.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
When did he join?
In 2008.
Do you see him in court today?
Yes, sir.
And can you describe what he's wearing?
I can't see him.
You can't see him?
No.
Can he stand up? Do you want to stand up? If you need to stand up to see, you can. Do you see Mr. Allen?
Yes, sir.
What's he wearing?
A white shirt and green tie.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that Mr. Allen is indeed wearing a white shirt and green tie.
He has.
Do you know a person named Brian Scott?
Yes, sir.
And was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
How long have you known him?
Since I was 10.
Since when?
10.
And when did he join?
Late 2008, 2009.
Do you see him in court?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us what he's wearing?
White shirt with the glasses.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that I think the witness has made a positive identification of Mr. Scott, who does indeed have a white shirt and glasses.
That's correct.
Do you know Delwyn McLaren?
Yes, sir.
How long have you known him?
Since I was 11.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a nickname?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
Pooh.
Any other nicknames?
Pooh Stupid.
Do you see him in court?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us what he's wearing, please?
A cream-colored shirt.
I'm sorry?
A creamish-colored shirt.
I think that's a positive identification of Mr. McLaren.
That's correct.
Do you know Jawan Forsha?
Yes, sir.
Does he have a nickname?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Titty.
Any other names?
Wine.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
When did he join?
2008.
Do you see him in court?
Yes, sir.
Could you point out what he's wearing, please?
A suit. A black suit, blue tie.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that Mr. Forsha is indeed wearing a dark suit and blue tie.
Correct.
What about Dedrick Keelan? Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
And when did he join?
2009.
How long have you known him?
Since I was 11.
Does he have a nickname?
Roy.
Are you and Mr. Keelan the same age?
No, sir.
Who is younger and who is older?
I'm older.
Do you see him in court today?
Yes, sir.
And what is he wearing?
White shirt, black tie.
Here in the back?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, let the record reflect an identification of Mr. Keelan.
That's correct.
I'm going to ask you, Mr. Boyd, about a few other people and see if you just know them. Do you know DeAndre Hills?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a nickname?
Soldier.
Do you know Derek Carter?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
And did he have a nickname?
Nice.
What about Alfred Cobbins? Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
And was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
And did he have a nickname?
Owls.
What about Sean Grayson? Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
What was his nickname?
Gunner.
And Darius Williams, do you know him?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a nickname?
D-Man.
What about Reuben Geiger? Did you know him?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a nickname?
Ruga.
Of the people that you just identified, Mr. Allen, Mr. Scott, Mr. McLaren, Mr. Forsha, Mr. Keelan, Mr. Hills, Mr. Carter, Mr. Cobbins, Mr. Grayson, Mr. Williams, and Mr. Geiger, at any point that you're aware of, did any of these people that you just identified as a member of the Young Melph Mafia ever quit?
No, sir.
Do you also know Devontae Vance?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a nickname?
Hot.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Is he still alive?
No, sir.
What happened to him?
I killed him.
Do you know Irian Dorsey?
Yes, sir.
Does he have a nickname?
Ivory.
What is it, sir?
Ivory.
Ivory?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
No, sir.
Did he have a connection to the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Mid-City.
Was he a member of another group or gang?
Yes, sir.
What were they called?
Mid-City Killers.
Have you ever heard of a person named Glenn Emerson?
Yes, sir.
Who is he?
A member of the Mid-City Killers.
He was a member of the Mid-City Killers?
Yes, sir.
Have you met Mr. Emerson before?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what he looks like?
Yes, sir.
What's his general physical description? Can you tell us?
5'9" or 5'10".
What about the skin tone?
A few shades lighter than me.
Do you know Dwayne Miller?
Yes, sir.
Who is he?
A member of the Mid-City Killers.
You've actually seen him before?
Yes, sir.
Can you give us a general description of him?
6'1" or 6'2".
What's his body type?
Slim.
What's his skin color?
Dark.
Back at the end of 2012, did you know if either Mr. Emerson or Mr. Miller had dreadlocks?
Neither. None of them did.
Neither one of them did?
No.
Do you know a person named Guy Preston?
Yes, sir.
How do you know Mr. Preston?
From around the way.
I'm sorry?
From around the way.
Around the way?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
No, sir.
I think you mentioned earlier that he sometimes gave you all guns.
Yes, sir.
Where did he get the guns from? Do you know?
No, sir.
Do you know Jude Virgil?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a brother named Jonesy?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Do you know a person named Jeffrey Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a nickname?
TZ.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
No, sir.
Was he friendly towards the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
In what way?
He was associated.
What did Mr. Wilson do? What was his profession?
What you mean?
Did he have a job?
No, sir.
What did he do to make money?
Hustled.
When you say hustle, what are you talking about?
Sell drugs.
And finally, do you know a person named Burnell Allen?
Yes, sir.
Did he have a nickname?
Baldy.
Baldy?
Yes, sir.
Was he a member of the Young Melph Mafia?
No, sir.
Did he have any connection to the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
What's that, please?
Lionel.
I'm sorry?
Lionel.
He was connected through Lionel?
Uh-huh.
How so?
Family member.
Were they related?
Huh?
Were they related?
Yes, sir.
Did Burnell Allen have any kind of role with the Young Melph Mafia?
No, sir.
Was he friendly towards the Young Melph Mafia?
Describe what you mean by friendly.
I'm sorry?
What you mean by friendly?
Was he somebody that hung out with you all or didn't hang out with you all?
No, sir.
Now, let's get back to some of the people that we've now talked about and identified in court. Now let's start with Lionel Allen. Of your own personal knowledge, do you know if Mr. Allen ever sold drugs?
Yes, sir.
What did he sell?
Crack, heroin, piff.
When you say piff, what are you talking about?
Weed.
So crack, heroin, and weed?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Do you know in what amounts he sold crack?
No, sir.
Large amounts or small amounts?
Half.
How often would he sell crack that you saw?
Every day.
And from when to when? From like what year to what year?
2009 until he came to jail.
Where would he sell it?
Saratoga.
Do you know where Mr. Allen got his crack cocaine from?
From Ike.
Do you know Ike's last name?
No, sir.
Do you know where Ike got it from?
No, sir.
Do you know if Mr. Allen ever got crack cocaine from Burnell Allen?
No, sir.
Did you ever see Lionel Allen carry a firearm while selling drugs?
Yes, sir.
What did you see him carrying?
Specific guns?
Yes.
9s, 40s, Glocks.
Different handguns?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if Mr. Allen ever owned an AK-47?
Yes, sir.
More than one?
Yes, sir.
How many?
2.
Were they different?
Yes, sir.
How were they different?
One had a drum and one had a banana clip.
The one with the drum, how many rounds did it hold?
75.
And the one with the banana clip, how many did that hold?
100.
What is banana clip? Can you describe that for us?
It's like a banana.
Like a banana?
Yes, sir.
It curves?
Yes, sir.
Now, where would Mr. Allen keep the guns that you saw?
In a yard.
In the yard?
Yes, sir.
What neighborhood or what streets? Do you know?
Simon Boulevard.
Why would Mr. Allen carry a firearm or keep one nearby?
For his protection.
Protection?
Yes, sir.
From what?
Beefs.
Do you know if it was from being robbed?
No, sir.
So when you say beefs, what are you talking about?
Rivals.
I'm sorry?
Rivals.
Rivals?
Yes, sir.
Rivals such as whom? Can you name some other parts of town or members or other individuals that you're talking about in these beefs?
110ers.
110ers?
Yes.
What does that refer to?
The 10th Ward and 11th Ward.
Is that a group?
Yes, sir.
Do you consider them to be a gang?
Yes, sir.
Do they use firearms?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if they sold drugs?
No, sir.
But they had firearms.
Yes, sir.
Do you know where Mr. Allen got these guns that you described? Do you know where he got them from?
No, sir.
Did he keep them all to himself, or were they guns that he shared?
He shared them.
With whom?
Us.
When you say us, who do you mean?
YMM.
Let's talk about Jawan Forsha. Have you ever seen Mr. Forsha sell drugs?
No, sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir? Do you know if Mr. Forsha ever sold marijuana?
Yes, sir.
From when to when?
Like just from March of 2009 until the end. He didn't sell it no more.
Did you know Mr. Forsha to ever carry a firearm?
Yes, sir.
From when to when?
From 2009 until he came to jail.
Where did Mr. Forsha get his firearms from?
It was our guns.
The stash?
Yeah.
Do you know if Mr. Forsha would sometimes have a gun in and around the area where you and other members of the YMM sold drugs?
Yes, sir.
Why was that?
Just protection.
The same as Mr. Allen?
Yes, sir.
From rivals?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about Dedrick Keelan. Have you ever seen Mr. Keelan sell drugs?
Once.
What did he sell?
Crack.
What happened to Mr. Keelan?
He tried it and he went to jail the next day for it. And when he got out, he didn't sell anymore.
So he tried it one time and he got arrested?
Yes, sir.
How long have you known Mr. Keelan?
Since 11th.
Do you know if he needs glasses?
No, sir.
Did he ever tell you he was nearsighted?
No, sir.
Have you ever seen Mr. Keelan carry a firearm?
Yes, sir.
What did you see him carry?
Different types of handguns.
From when to when?
From 2010 until he came to jail.
And why did Mr. Keelan carry a firearm?
For his protection.
And, again, do you know where he got them from?
No, sir.
Did he share firearms with you and other members of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about Brian Scott. Do you know if Brian Scott ever sold drugs?
Yes, sir.
What did he sell?
Crack.
How often?
Every other day before school and after school.
From what year to what year?
2009 until he came to jail.
Did you ever see Mr. Scott carry a firearm?
Yes, sir.
What kind of firearm?
Different kinds.
Are we talking about handguns?
Yes, sir.
How often?
Whenever he was outside.
So whenever he was selling drugs, he also had a firearm?
Not just selling drugs, like, even if he wasn't. If he was just outside.
All the time?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where he got his firearms from?
No, sir.
Did he share firearms with you and other members of the Young Melph Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Finally, let's talk about Delwyn McLaren. Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if Mr. McLaren sold drugs?
Yes, sir.
What did he sell?
Crack and heroin.
Crack and heroin?
Yes, sir.
When did he sell the crack?
2009 to 2012.
When did he sell the heroin?
2013.
How often did he sell crack?
Every other day.
And what about the heroin?
The same.
Have you ever seen Mr. McLaren carry a firearm?
No, sir.
Let's talk a little bit just about you and your involvement.